Greetings, siblings in Christ. I am Presiding Bishop Yahel Curry of the Evangelical Lutheran Church in America. On behalf of your 2.7 million ELCA Lutheran siblings across the United States and the Caribbean, I want to welcome you to your Synod Assembly. I have a simple message for you today. We are a connected church. What does it mean to be a connected church? For me, it means understanding that the ELCA boldly lives out its mission in God's world through our three expressions: congregations, synods, and the church-wide organization. A beautiful tapestry hangs at the Lutheran Center in Chicago. It represents our connectedness. When the ELCA was formed, 20,000 congregations each created a strip of fabric representing their local church. Those strips are woven together to make this tapestry. This is a beautiful example of what it means to be a connected church. We are stronger together, and we are not alone. Today, I would like to share with you 3 stories about how we are connected as one church. In Murrells Inlet, South Carolina, Shepherd of the Sea Lutheran Church started a food program during COVID. They received a grant from ELCA World Hunger. They grew. They also applied for and received a congregational outreach grant. And now they're partnering with Trinity Lutheran in Georgetown, South Carolina, with a food truck ministry.
Being connected, I think, starts with being connected to Christ. We're connected to Christ through the waters of baptism. And through that connection, it necessitates connection not just with our own congregation, which it should, with our own community, but also the larger community. We started off a decade ago, we were giving pre-packed grocery bags. We felt a call to do more, to feed more, and we took that step. And we were only able to do it because of partnerships with the ELCA, with the Synod, with Low Country Food Bank, with our business neighbors, with other congregations. We could never have done this without all of those, not just one, all of those working together.
Together, they show up for people in need in their community. And when you make a gift through your congregation or synod, a portion of that offering supports congregations like Shepherd of the Sea and Trinity. In January, I traveled with 12 Synod bishops to the Holy Land to take part in the installation of the new bishop of the Evangelical Lutheran Church in Jordan and the Holy Land, Reverend Dr. Ahmad Haddad. It was a sacred journey of solidarity. The consecration and installation service of Bishop Haddad began at Jaffa Gate of the Old City of Jerusalem, and we processed to Redeemer Lutheran Church in the Old City. Lutherans and other Christians from around the world gathered to celebrate and support our new Lutheran bishop in the Holy Land. As Lutherans, we are not just connected to one another in the United States, but across the globe. During our visit to the Holy Land, we experienced connection and joyful worship and in heartbreaking unity with our siblings there, hearing their stories of suffering in Gaza and the West Bank. We laid hands on Bishop Haddad in a chapel where he spent time as a boy in Beit Jala, Palestine.
You are here not only in an oasis of peace, but you are the oasis of peace coming to celebrate the life of the church.
Developing and sustaining leaders is one of the most important jobs we do together. One way we support leaders in the ELCA is through a program called TEAM, or Theological Education for Emerging Ministries. The TEAM program is how I became a pastor many years ago. Grace Lutheran Church in Des Moines, Washington, wanted to develop a Latinate ministry for their community. With the support of their Synod office, they called a team candidate, Pastor Salvador Cosio, who had worked for the church as a translator. Instead of starting a new worshiping community with a leader they did not know, they invested in a leader they had formed a connection with and who was discerning a call.
When I was hired at Grace, I thought that they were hiring me for who I was in that moment. And part of it, yes, right? But the congregation hired me for the person who I would become. And through the team process, through the team program, God's Spirit lead me and transform me to become who I am today.
This is similar to what I experienced as a teen pastor. My local congregation, working with the wider ELCA, cared about me even before I knew who I was. Now at Grace, you can see the fruit of this investment in their growing Latinx ministry.
I didn't know how to pray in English. I only learned how to pray in Spanish. And it was really hard to find a place where we will be able to connect until we find it here. A place where we feel like we belong.
This is who we are, and this is what we are called to be. A connected church that walks together, shows up for one another, and trusts that God is always at work within us. God is constantly weaving us together for the sake of the world. We are a blessing so that we might be a blessing to others. We stand for justice and solidarity with those who are oppressed and long for a better tomorrow. We have a vision for our church, a world experiencing the difference God's grace and love in Christ make for all people in creation. Let us work toward that vision together as one connected church.